Hold on to your seats, can you believe it? Electric vehicle manufacturers are hitting the brakes on production. Why? Is this a crisis or a leap towards perfection? Stay tuned as we unravel this electrifying twist in the EV industry. Come, let's find out more about what's happening in the EV industry. Electric vehicle manufacturers have realized that energy efficiency standards, EES, are not beneficial but rather deceptive. They believe these standards, which were initially introduced to promote the production of EVs, and reduce carbon emissions, are not serving their purpose. Instead, they are causing more harm than good. The manufacturers argue that the EES are a scam. The manufacturers believe the standards are not genuine in their promise to promote energy efficiency and environmental sustainability. They feel that these standards are instead imposing unnecessary pressure on them. These burdens could be in the form of high compliance costs, unrealistic targets, or even the risk of penalties for non-compliance. The manufacturers might also feel that the standards are favoring certain parties or technologies, thus creating an uneven playing field. As a result of this realization, the EV manufacturers are now demanding that the government put an end to the forced productions of EVs. They believe that the government or any regulatory body should not force the decision to produce EVs, but should be a business decision based on market demands and technological advancements. They argue that forcing the production of EVs could lead to negative consequences such as the production of low-quality vehicles, high prices for consumers, and even potentially job losses in the industry. They believe that the market should be allowed to determine the pace of EV production. The EV manufacturers believe that these standards are a scam and are calling for the governments to stop enforcing the mandatory production of EVs. They want the production of EVs to be a business decision, not a government-imposed mandate. This is a complex issue that involves various stakeholders, including the government, the EV manufacturers, the consumers, and the environment. It calls for a balanced approach that considers the interests of all parties involved. It also highlights the need for transparent and fair regulations that promote innovation and competition, while also ensuring the protection of the environment and the consumers. Toyota and Honda are not in favor of this shift towards EVs. They might have several reasons for this. Perhaps they believe that the technology for EVs is not yet advanced enough, or that the infrastructure for charging EVs is not widespread enough. They might also be concerned about the high costs of producing EVs or the impact of their profits. Honda and Toyota are not just passively resisting the shift to EVs, but are actively fighting against it. This could mean that they are lobbying against the government policies that promote EVs, or that they are investing in alternative technologies like hydrogen fuel cells. This stance from Honda and Toyota is causing disbelief within the industry because many other manufacturers are embracing EVs. Companies like Tesla, Nissan, and Chevrolet have already released successful EV models and are planning to release more. Governments around the world are also supporting the shift to EVs with subsidies and regulations. Another hot news from the EV sector is that Tesla, the renowned electric vehicle manufacturer, recently had to recall a significant number of its vehicles. The recall involved nearly 2.2 million electric vehicles, which is almost every car the company has sold in the United States. The reason for this recall was a safety concern identified by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA. The NHTSA found that the font size and several instrument panel warning lights were too small according to federal guidelines. These warning lights include the brake, park, and anti-lock brake warning lights. The small font size could make it difficult for drivers to read the information, which could potentially increase the likelihood of a crash. The affected EVs include various models such as the Model S, Model X, Model 3, Model Y, and the Cybertruck, covering model years from 2012 to 2024. Despite the large scale of the recall, Tesla has not received any reports of injuries or crashes related to this issue. However, the company has identified 3 potentially linked warranty claims. Fortunately for both Tesla and its customers, the company will not require drivers to bring their EVs to a dealer or a repair shop to resolve the issue. Instead, Tesla will issue a fix via an over-the-air update. This method of addressing the problem shows how Tesla is leveraging its advanced technologies to provide a convenient solution for its customers. This recall is not the first time Tesla has had to address safety concerns. In December, the company issued a similarly large-scale recall due to an autopilot issue. That issue was also resolved with an over-the-air update. Since then, Tesla has issued other recalls connected to door safety and backup camera issues, each of which affected more than 120,000 vehicles. In addition to these recalls, the NHTSA has upgraded an investigation into steering issues. The agency is conducting an engineering analysis, which brings the probe covering more than 334,000 vehicles, closer to a recall. The NHTSA opened the investigations last July after receiving 12 reports of steering control loss in 2023 Model Y and Model 3 EVs. Since then, the agency has received 115 complaints related to the issue. Despite these challenges, Tesla continues to be a leader in the electric vehicle industry. The company's ability to address these issues quickly and efficiently demonstrates its commitment to customer safety and satisfaction. As Tesla continues to innovate and push the boundaries of electric vehicle technology, the company will likely continue to face challenges. However, these challenges also provide opportunities for Tesla to learn, improve, and continue to deliver high-quality, safe, and reliable electric vehicles to its customers. Ford recently made a significant decision regarding the production of its F-150 Lightning. An electric vehicle, the company decided to halt the production of this model, which came as a surprise to many. The F-150 Lightning is a popular model among Ford's line of electric vehicles. It's known for its impressive features and performance. However, the company found it necessary to stop its production due to certain issues that arose. One of the main reasons for this decision was a problem with the vehicle's battery. Ford discovered a potential issue with the battery during a routine inspection. Although no accidents or injuries have been reported in connection with this issue, the company decided to halt production and the shipping of the F-150 Lightning as a precautionary measure. This decision has affected approximately 1,400 employees at Ford's Rouge Electric Vehicle Center in Michigan, where the F-150 Lightning is produced. The company reduced the production of the Light from one shift to two. However, Ford has plans for the affected employees. About half of them will be transferred to the Michigan assembly plant that produces the Broncos and Ranger models. Others will be transferred to nearby plants or are expected to participate in a special retirement incentive program. Despite the halt in production, Ford is optimistic about the future of F-150 Lightning. The company's CEO Jim Farley stated that they see a bright future for electric vehicles, especially with their upcoming digitally advanced EVs. He has also mentioned that they would be able to offer customer choices while balancing their growth and profitability. The halt in production is temporary, and Ford plans to resume production once the battery issue is resolved. The company is currently investigating the problem and working on a solution. This incident shows Ford's commitment to ensuring the safety and satisfaction of its customers. It's willing to make tough decisions when necessary to uphold these values. In the USA, EV sales have a significant increase. Now you know what's happening in the EV sector. Just when you thought you knew it all, EV manufacturers are halting production. But why? Is this a setback or a strategic move? What's the real story behind the shocking decision? Comment your thoughts on this and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.